Hi Taurus, this is your November 20th through November 26th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll check in with those of you who are already married or in a relationship. Then I'll do the love from the past spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances real quick. And then we'll wrap things up with what you're not expecting to happen this week's spread. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week. We have the Page of Cups clarified by the Moon. We have the 8 of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands. We have the Hierophant. In the potential outcome, we have the 10 of Cups with Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. And we also have the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, even another Taurus or any zodiac sign. You know what I see here right away, Taurus, is that somebody is very, very nervous about asking you out or about approaching you. Very nervous. So perhaps you already know this person, and I don't know when the two of you got acquainted, when the two of you got introduced to one another, but they've been kind of stressed out about it. They want to ask you out, but they're afraid. Okay, they have a fear, perhaps they have a fear of rejection, or they may think you're out of their league, or something else is going on inside this person's head. Or, you know, you could still be meeting this person this week. It could be a brand new connection this week. And after the two of you get acquainted, you're not going to hear from them for maybe a couple of days because they're going to be all stressed out about it. I actually see them sweating. Right? So yeah, let's talk about this real quick. We have the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck all the way here, right? I think this is the energy of the person whom is coming into your life. This is a card of somebody who is stressed out, somebody who is nervous, somebody who is afraid. Perhaps it was love at first sight, and they're like they're losing sleep over this. You know, that type of they've got anxiety going for them. And this whole thing is all about the Page of Cups, the first card I came out, which is clarified by the Moon. So I think at some point they will grow a pair and they will ask you out, or they will approach you if you see this person every once in a while. And with the Page of Cups, yeah, that's them approaching you or asking you out. The Moon clarifying it could be a Pisces you're dealing with. But the Moon is kind of similar to the 9 of Swords in this case. The Moon could be interpreted as a card of fear. Alright, and the person on the 9 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, yeah, that person could be interpreted as somebody who's afraid. Right, and the Moon could also be a card of a secret, so perhaps when they do ask you out, they may take you to a very special place, right, just to make sure you like them, or something among those lines, right? Did I mention the Moon could be a Pisces? I think I did. Then we have the 8 of Wands clarified by the Ace of Wands, so it yeah, I think you're gonna like what this person is prepared for you, right? Because the 8 of Wands is a card of communication, a lot of communication. It's also a card of traveling, right? And my favorite interpretation of the 8 of Wands is the Cupid's arrows card. So the Cupid is definitely guilty. Alright, the Ace of Wands clarifying that could be a fire sign indicator, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? Temperance in the middle of the potential outcome is a Sagittarius card, by the way. But the Ace of Wands is all about passion. I think this person is just itching to get the show on the road with you and move forward with you. The Hierophant in the middle, that's you, Taurus, right? That's one of your major arcana cards. And it's always a good sign to have your own major arcana card in your own reading. It's also a card of something traditional like a committed relationship or marriage. Perhaps this person wants to invite you to a wedding, or they want to invite you to like a baby shower or an engagement party or some kind of a formal or social event. Right? Or could be like a spiritual retreat or a spiritual event. It could be a religious event as well with the Hierophant card. Okay? And yeah, I think it's gonna resonate with you. I think it will, Taurus. Because in the potential outcome we have the 10 of Cups with Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. Right? The 10 of Cups is the happily ever after card. It's a family card. It's one of the best cards when it comes to emotionally fulfilling relationships or marriages. You know, Temperance in the middle, as I already mentioned, could be a Sagittarius. But the thing about Temperance, it's a card of patience, right? So even though this person is all stressed out right now, they're still patient, and I think they will continue to be patient. And at the same time, you see in the Temperance card, the angel or the deity, they've got 2 cups, right? And they're pouring liquid from one cup to another, back and forth, back and forth. And that's balance. And it's also a card of when 2 perhaps liquids mix together and you can't tell apart those liquids anymore because they became the same. So those 2 liquids could be you and them, hypothetically speaking, right? So yeah, I think you guys will mix very well, like a very nice smoothie or another beverage that requires mixing. Anyway, the Ace of Pentacles right next to the deck is a golden opportunity. It's the second ace. You got 2 aces on the table. This card often comes through as a proposal, right? The Ace of Pentacles comes in and changes lives, changes people's lives. All right, the Ace of Pentacles always talks about long term. All right, so I hope all of this makes sense, Taurus. Really happy for you. Congratulations. If you are already married, or if you're in a relationship, Taurus, this spread is for you. We have the 5 of Cups clarified by the Ace of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups, the Emperor, and the 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Aries. Here's what I think is happening. You will either do something together, just the 2 of you, or the whole family, if you have a family, the way you used to do it, or you can do something new, but it will still be something that you used to do. Let me explain. Perhaps in the past, you used to play board games, right? Or a particular board game, but then it kind of faded away, you stopped doing it. So this week you will do it again. You will either play that same board game, or you may pick up a new board game. All right, this is just an example. All right, but whatever you're about to do will involve more than one person. So it could be you and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, significant other, or it could be the whole family. And the Emperor right next to the deck often comes through as a husband figure, husband or spouse figure, right? Or it could be like a father figure. All right, perhaps it's grandparents are also participating. The 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of collaboration. This is when a group of people gets together and they do something together. And I gave an example of playing a board game, right? But we start with the 5 of Cups, right? The 5 of Cups has always to do with the past. It's a card of grieving grieving something, right? Thinking about something. So it's like nostalgia this week. And you're going to be nostalgic about you and the whole family, or you and your significant other getting together and doing something together. All right, and you're going to revive it. You're going to rejuvenate it. You're going to do it again. Right, the 9 of Cups in the middle is a card of a wish come true. It's also a card of personal satisfaction and fulfillment. The Ace of Cups clarifying the 5 of Cups is all about love. It's a very gentle, very loving energy. All right, so I hope all of this makes sense. It could simply be that you used to go out clubbing, you used to go out salsa dancing, and you may do it again this week. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Tower, the 6 of Wands, clarified by the 3 of Cups. We have the Sun clarified by the Ace of Swords, and we have the Fool on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, perhaps Aries. Alright, so here's what I think is happening. You will either run into this person at some kind of a party or an event or a gathering, or it could be a reunion, right? Or they may invite you to go there. Or if you are going to a Scorpio birthday party, perhaps you're dealing with a really late Scorpio. It could be the birthday girl or the birthday girl who is inviting you, or perhaps if you're going to that birthday party, your ex will also be coming to that birthday party. But I do see you definitely going somewhere to some kind of an event. All right, so yeah, the Tower, the first card I came out, could be a Scorpio you're dealing with, right? And we're wrapping up Scorpio birthday season. All right, but at the same time, the Tower, it could be something that happens very unexpectedly. Perhaps you're going to run into this person, or they're going to reach out to you unexpectedly. The Tower could also be something that happened between the 2 of you in the past. This is when things fell apart. Right, but nevertheless, here comes the rest of the spread. We have the 6 of Wands clarified by the 3 of Cups. The 6 of Wands is a card of victory, right? And the 3 of Cups, clarifying, it could be a card of a reunion or some kind of a party, event, gathering, concert, show, game, what have you. Then we have the Sun clarified by the Ace of Swords. Both of those two cards could be interpreted as cards of clarity. Okay, so you're definitely going to be crystal clear about what you want to do about this. All right. The Sun could also be a Leo, and the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. The Ace of Swords is not only a clarity card, it's also a card of a decision-making process, right? So with the Ace of Swords, you can say yay or nay, right? The Ace of Swords often comes through as the word yes, and the Ace of Swords could be like a very straightforward, very direct conversation between you and this person. The Fool on the bottom of the deck could be an Aries you're dealing with, but whenever the Fool comes out in the X spreads, I usually interpret it as a card of second chances. Letting go of what happened in the past and starting from clean slate. So I think most of you will at least consider reconciling with this person, because the only kind of negative card we have on the table is the Tower. Unless you're dealing with a Scorpio, right? So the Tower is the first card I come out. The rest of the spread is good. Actually really happy, right? The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. I usually assume that when people celebrate something in the Three of Cups, they're happy. The Fool often comes through as a very happy card as well. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus. This week we have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Wands clarified by the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This looks like a victory. It's a very decisive victory. Yeah. The Five of Swords, the first card that came out, well, this is not a pretty card, to be honest with you, Taurus. This card could be interpreted as a card of victory at any cost. So perhaps you used a couple of tricks up your sleeve to win, but, it's... You do what you gotta do, okay? What counts is that, yeah, you've got a victory coming your way. Right? The Knight of Pentacles, the next card over when it comes to work, business, and finances. This is a very decent chunk of change, right? The Page of Pentacles, right next to the deck, clarifying the Six of Wands. It's also money coming your way. The Page of Pentacles could be documents, paperwork, right? So you could be promoted. You could be getting a job. If you run your own business, you could be getting a contract. You could be becoming a vendor or a supplier. You could be signing some agreements, all right, contracts. Yeah, the Six of Wands, the next card over, is a card of victory, success. It's a card of recognition, being awarded, rewarded, recognized, and all that good stuff, right? And the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is a card of a choice. So I think there was a choice, or there is a choice as of right now between you and another person, or between your company and another company, and you're winning. Okay? Alright, so cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. We have the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, we have Death, clarified by the Four of Cups, and we have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. I think this has something to do with work, Taurus. If you are in charge of hiring, if you're a hiring manager, if you're in an HR, and if you're trying to hire this Queen of Cups, they're gonna say no. Or if this is somebody who already works with you, then they may quit. They may quit their job this week. Okay, so yeah, the Queen of Cups, most likely a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Eight of Pentacles, the next card over, is a card of work, business, and finances. Then we have Death, clarified by the Four of Cups. That could be a Scorpio, right? If this Queen of Cups is a Scorpio, it makes total sense. But Death is also a card of an ending, and the Four of Cups, clarifying it, is a card of a rejection. So for some of you, this person is going to reject the job offer, even though perhaps you already chose them, if they went through a bunch of interviews, or they may quit the job. They may say, no more, I'm not working here anymore. The High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, this card could be interpreted also as a water sign, right? But at the same time, the High Priestess could be a card of something you're not expecting, you don't see coming. It could be like a card of a secret. So perhaps this Queen of Cups interviewed with other companies. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you. For this reading for this week, Taurus. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.